conducted game. We got one more guest up there? No.
Yeah.
This game is called Story, Story, Die. We will need from you a common fairy tale. Did everybody do that? Do we all know the story of Rapunzel? Rapunzel, yeah. Parents can have babies. They finally manage to get pregnant, and then the woman goes next door and eats these leaves out of the neighbor's yard. The neighbor turns out to be a witch, and she says, "You have to give me your daughter to live with you forever." And stuff. So then she puts her in a tower. The witch comes and takes the baby, puts her in a tower. She has really long hair because apparently there's no hair to get cut. And
The third one.
But the thing is that we will need different genres in which they will be telling this story. So let's have a genre for Michele.
Film noir.
Film noir. All right. A genre for Kevin.
Plain omelette. Plain omelette.
What? 5 things about a plain omelette. All right. Western.
No, Western.
What is that?
Western.
Western. I thought she said Western. I was like, what?
The dictionary.
A genre for Jayce. Emo. All right.
5 things about emo.
Wrestling. There you go.
Oh, little golf boys with the flip of the hair over the eye. That's what I hit them.
All right. A genre. Superheroes. All right. So let's remind everybody what the genres are. Michele. Kevin.
Western.
Jayce.
Emo.
And
Superhero.
Jen.
Anime!
All right. Yeah. What? Anime. So they will be telling the story of Rapunzel. Now the thing is, when I cut them off and point to the next person will have to continue the story exactly where they left off. They may not repeat the last word. They may not bobble or pause. And if you think that they have broken any of these rules or that they just deserve to die, you may shout "die," at which point they will die all of the genre of their choosing. So, let's get ready for Rapunzel. Once upon a time,
There were some rough and tumble folks living in the house. And they'd all painted their fingernails black.
And that was just their secret identity.
That secret identity led to them not being able to have children because people would know they were pregnant.
They'd been waiting for days and days. She was hungry. Very, very hungry. And she had no food left in her utility belt.
The only thing left to eat were the leaves out in the yard. Or an entire package of Oreos.
She knew those Oreos
They were poisoned by an angry person, so she went and got leaves instead.
and started to eat those. And
Then she wrote a poem. It sure detailed how, after she ate these darn leaves,
she knew the end would come. Her arch rival had been watching her the entire time.
And decided to come over and kill her.
and she said, I welcome that. But first, let me have this here child that's developing in my womb for what appears to be no good reason.
The child would come into this world someday. A long-haired, avenging man.
Girl, die. That's fine.
all right.
witch who was incredibly
Me!
Totally finished the word. Yeah. All
I'm
right.
gonna veto that. I thought that was very
Thank you.
All right.
And the witch sure did lock her up in a tower as soon as she was born. But there was this guy.
He was kind of guy.
No, I'm gonna put on the entire keyword 1979 to 91, and I'm gonna slowly hang myself with a belt and a cube of ice.
Where were we?
It's dark tonight.
We're not out of a story.
Yeah,
Where were we?
so there was this guy.
Who was really princely and tall.
He wore purple tights.
And he really liked ladies that did not cut their hair.
Because he too didn't cut his hair. In fact, that was one of
His favorite things.
to do.
To do is not cut his hair.
And he could fly.
Very, very high.
To the sky.
So he flew up to the top of
The tower.
And rescued.
Rapunzel,
So
who
Really was happy.
that he was
dead.
Except
that he wasn't.
Dead. Dead.
Except that he wasn't dead.
He was just
waiting.
for the witch to come back. So
He could whoop her sorry.
she fought.
Die.
Ah.